Alright, let me try to save. Let me try to save my progress. There we go. Are you sure? Yeah, save it. What's all this? Well, that's a lot of slots, guys. Well, for visual novels that have different endings and outcomes, I can understand why there's so many slots. Alright, I saved in progress. Hold on a second. Because a little louder. A little louder. Alright. Alright, here we go. It's about to get crazy. It's about to get freaky up in this mansion. Incubi, the fabled demons that existed to haunt humans and make them sex-crazy monsters? The mystical beings that could look like anyone just to get in your pants? The imaginary monsters you only saw in movies and on TV?
Hello? Did you hear him?
We're telling the truth.
Do you think she's still processing it?
I'm processing what society thinks of me at this moment, and I'm processing. I'm a little disturbed that this giant mansion that belonged to my dead grandfather is now going to turn into this sexy time with all these demons. I'm a little disturbed by that thought.
Yes, and she'll understand right about...
Alright, it was funny while it lasted, but it's time to cut the joke short. Incubuses don't exist. There was no way they existed. That would be practically impossible.
Ahem. Incubi is the correct plural form. And yes, we do exist.
Prove it! As soon as the words left my mouth, I instantly regretted them.
Very well. Eric, go ahead.
Very well. My sweet,
What the?
You're so tempting with such non-belief. Let me ease your mind with a tender kiss.
No!
I promise, you'll enjoy every minute of it. And maybe you'll even want more.
That doesn't prove shit. That just proves that you're a creep. It proves that you're a creep. It doesn't prove that you're a demon. I want to see some, like, demon powers. Once again, I was lost in a pool of calm and serenity. Staring into Eric's eyes, I felt waves of heat course through my chest and onto my face, painting my cheeks red in their wake. I couldn't help but nod and agree to his offer. No! How, if there's 5 guys that have the same sex and powers, how is it supposed to be a genuine pick and choose? Like, screw you guys. You guys are cheating. You guys are cheats. Yeah, okay. You sound like you just ate a donut. With another kiss, my heart began to flutter once again, and in my chest, my mind was spinning into a heated passion-filled pleasure, yet I could feel my body drain of energy as he kissed me. Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no! More! I just escaped one dysfunctional family, and now we got some more energy vampires in my midst. Now I got more energy. No! Get the fuck out of my mansion!
Alright, that's enough.
Aw, very well. I feel so much better.
Yeah, you energy vampire. This is not healthy. People out there, youngins out there. This is not what love is. He's sucking my soul out. As he pulled away, I was left in a mental mush pool. I felt weak in the knees despite my will demanding me to stand straight in front of the boys before me. The world around me began to spin and I tried to speak. I think I'm gonna pass out.
Where are our manners? I'm James, and these are my brothers. Sam, Eric, Matthew, and Damien.
What? Is that an order, James? And
Miss, are you okay?
I'm calling the cops!
Shit. She fainted.
Couldn't believe it. Incubi? Real? It all spun around in my head until I saw only black. Floating in darkness, my mind kept replaying the scene over and over again, reminding my body of the touch of the incubi lips against mine. Ugh. Need to get some mouthwash. However, I began to feel smooth silk around me. My eyelids unwillingly opened. Where? I woke to find myself in an unfamiliar place. Where was Mom, Dad? I was pretty sure this wasn't my room. Come on, you don't know your grandpa's own mansion? Oh wait, I lived at my grandfather's house now. Of course it would be unfamiliar. I rubbed my eyes and surveyed my surroundings. I was still in the clothes that I arrived in at the house, but I was laying in silk-covered bed. I remembered coming in the afternoon, so why was it nighttime already? Suppressing a yawn, I stretched my arms. Maybe I should order some food for delivery. I was feeling pretty hungry. I was about to sit up, but I suddenly realized I wasn't home again.
You're awake.
Hello, Damien. Gah! Since when was he standing there? And who the heck was he? The guy in my bedroom? Oh my god. There's no way! Sorry, I think I was saying my thoughts out loud. Why was I apologizing to a stranger who only said 2 words since I woke up? Wait, he looked eerily familiar. Then it all came back to me. Incubus! He was an incubus! He and his brothers came here for revenge, and 2 of them kissed me, and then I fainted, and this is what's going on? Ugh! He was leaning against the far wall, looking at me. My heart began to race as I thought of the endless list of possibilities the situation brought me. I hated the thought of being under an incubus power, especially in a bedroom. Get the fuck out of my room, man! Jump up and protect yourself. Be calm. I'm gonna be calm, of course. I sneezed. I was sure that if any of them wanted to take advantage of me. Okay, I'm not gonna sneeze again. Alright, sorry. Let me do that again. I took a deep breath. I was sure if any of them wanted to take advantage of me, they would have already done that. They already did. They already kissed you. 2 of them already kissed you, and they broke into your house. Got blood all over your grandpa's nice linoleum floors. And who the hell said they could stay? Yeah, I'm awake now.
That's good.
I saw a small form of smile on his face, which made me blush a bit. Why, though? One thing still concerned me, though.
I'm not going to use my powers on you.
You better not, or I'll kick your ass. What?
I can read minds.
What?
It's an ability I was born with.
Aw, damn it.
Each of us has a different ability, outside of our usual mind-altering powers.
So, great. Even more surprises. I grew even more worried about the situation I was in. Well, damn it, now I can't think bad thoughts, because then he'll know what I'm doing. And then, yeah. I see. How long have I been asleep?
For a few hours. It's already gotten quite dark outside.
Uh-huh. And, Damien, do you mind handing me the telephone, since I am, resting? Where are the others?
My brothers are downstairs, cleaning up the blood from the lobby floor. And making you dinner as an apology.
Oh, good. Glad they could be, useful. That's, good.
Oh, it's the least we can do after invading your home, and 2 of us using our powers on you.
Yeah, I ain't talking to those two. Right, I had forgotten about that. It still irked me that they had practically taken advantage of me at that point. Even if they were demons. Pretty rude to demonstrate their powers by kissing me. Wasn't some kind of, human plaything. Yeah, yeah. What the fuck? Just because my grandpa makes toys doesn't mean I'm a fucking toy. All this seemed pretty unreal. It was like something out of the romance novels that Naomi read sometimes. All that trashy, shoujo manga she always used to read. Wish I could have just went back and went to sleep and forgot about this harem nonsense. Maybe I should have just called the police on him. Then I would never landed myself in the situation. Yeah, what the fuck? Police! What? Every situation where people are all whatever, they can't call the police.
Do you
You
feel,
feel well
enough
enough to get out of bed? Hey, wait. Yeah, I think so. Ugh!
Trust me, I won't let you go.
Please do, sir, cause I don't trust you. And I'm not so sure about this.
I promise.
I don't trust you, man, cause you can read my mind, but I can't read yours. Or so you think. Alright, I trust you. No, I don't.
Good.
I was speechless. He was carrying me as if I weighed nothing. He was so strong. I mean, I know I put on those pounds after eating all those ho-hos, but I mean, damn, he could carry my ass around.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
It's all right. I'm used to it.
Wait, used to what? I missed something. I had to close my mouth for the time being so that I wouldn't weird him out or make things more awkward than they already were. Well, he didn't seem to mind carrying me or listen to me talk, so at least things weren't too strange. No, Q, that's pretty strange. This is pretty strange, Q. Damien seemed very quiet and calm about everything, especially with the situation we were in. However, there was some sort of longing in his eyes when he looked at me that wasn't lustful. And more of admiration? Are you sure? Once we reached the lobby, I decided I felt well enough to walk on my own. As strong as he was, it was like he was carrying nothing. I didn't want to make him carry me everywhere. Yeah, put me down. Who said you could carry me all the way down the stairs? Jeez, man. I passed out from a kiss? Unbelievable. That'd be more. Thanks for carrying me, but I think I can walk by myself now, buddy. Not saying that I didn't like it. I mean, who doesn't like people carrying you around? Not in a weird way, of course. It's not like I get carried all around like that all the time. What I'm trying to say is, it's nice of you to do that. Started to fumble over my words again. Real smooth, Q.
It's no problem. I'll be heading to the dining room then.
Yeah, what's for dinner, me? Alright, see you there, I guess. Guess I'll call the police after I get a dinner in. Gently lowered me to the ground before he walked quietly off, disappearing into the shadows of the dark lobby.
Oh, hi!
What the fuck you want? Suddenly a boy who looked around my age, or possibly younger, bounced up to me. He looked vaguely familiar. Oh, wait. You're, Mateo, right?
Mm-hmm, that's me. Are you feeling any better now? We were all worried when you suddenly passed out.
Fine, I think. Think I have Stockholm syndrome or something.
Really? Your face is kind of red. Do you feel sick?
I do, actually. I mean, my grandpa just died. Now I'm surrounded by demons. And, I don't really know if I should call the police, or battle you to the death, or just fucking be seduced by you. I'm fine. I'm sure of it. Must have been blushing when Damien was carrying me
If you say
downstairs.
so. I hope Sam and Eric didn't make you upset.
They did! They did make me upset. Q, no, it's not okay, Q. After all, I did hit Sam after when he did. And about Eric, I just wanted you guys to prove to me that what you were saying. I suppose incubi are real then. No, Q, no. No, that doesn't prove shit. Like, I don't care if incubi can seduce people. What else can you do? Can you fly? Can you shoot laser beams out of your eyes? Can you grow horns? What do you guys... What else can you do? Wonder how exactly I got myself into this mess. First my grandfather, then a fight with my father, blowing up at Lisette, and now this? Certainly had a knack for getting myself into sticky situations. Yeah, you reap what you sow, Q.
Oh, I have an idea.
He shoved his hand in his pockets with a cheery grin on his face.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Trying to do a magic trick?
Ta-da!
What is that thing? What is that demon thingy? What is that? What is that? He smiled as if to wave it off, but when he opened his eyes, he saw what he was holding. His face froze in shock.
Wait a second. What did I just make? This is...
What he produced from his pocket was a creepy-looking doll.
Ah, what is that?
I'm not sure, dude. What? What is that? His face paled considerably and he dropped it on the floor, scooting away from it frantically.
Get it away from me! You might be possessed by a demon or something!
You are a demon! Come on, dude! Ugh, jeez, do I have to do everything around here? Yeah, aren't you a demon yourself?
That's not what I wanted to make! I just wanted to surprise you with a stuffed animal or just something to cheer you up. That looks like it came straight out of a horror movie.
Oh, you're fine. Slumped his shoulders and looked down at his feet. That's fine, you don't have to look so dejected. I mean, it certainly is unique. I think I'll keep it.
But it looks so creepy.
It's fine. I've seen worse. It's a thought that counts, right? You want to cheer me up after all. Picked up the doll and it looked at it closely. Sure, it looked pretty weird at first. It could be cute if I looked at it from a certain angle. I gave him a small smile. Yeah, I like the knife. It looks good on him. Thanks.
You're welcome. It's good to see you smiling, even though the thing I made still kind of creeps me out.
Well, I like it even better now.
Anyway, you should come with me to the dining room. We're almost finished with the food, and, well, I don't mean to brag, but we're pretty decent chefs.
Alright. Sounds great. Lead the way. I'm in the mood for mashed potatoes. Stomach grumbled in agreement. I was starving.
Oh, the girl's awake.
Oh, I'm kicking your ass later. Jeez, Grandpa, you really know how to make a gothic dining room here. Excuse you, I have a name, you know. The name's Q.
Should we really care?
Yeah. And, you should care, because I'm gonna be the one that's gonna kick your ass. You're gonna be the last person that you see, buddy.
Sam, I will roast that tongue for dinner if it doesn't stop flapping in that idiotic mouth of yours.
Thank you, James.
Whatever.
I apologize for his attitude.
Well, I guess he can live for now, but after dinner I'm taking him out back.
Good. I hope you'll enjoy the meal we prepared for you.
Is it mashed potatoes? For a second, my mind didn't understand what James meant, but maybe it was the doll getting into my head that distracted me. Oh, that's right. Damien and Matthew mentioned that they were making dinner as an apology. Oh, wait, you didn't have to.
We insist. Besides, it's quite impossible to undo our cooking, even if you command us to.
Hey man, I ain't commanding anyone. You can do whatever you want, but if you guys fucking try to rape me, I'm gonna sick my evil demon doll on you, so be warned. And yeah, thanks for the meals. Maddie put down the last of the plates on the table and bowed a bit exaggeratedly to me, gesturing to the table with a sweeping motion. What are you, a butler?
Ah, there we go. Dinner's all served.
Good! Move over! The table was filled with various foods and an eclectic selection of cuisines. One portion of the table was filled and with elegantly plated Asian foods, and another portion so me yummy looking desserts. And there were yet more and more plates that I could have possibly imagined. I think I'm in heaven. That was a lot of food. Oh, it looks so good.
We hope you enjoy it, my sweet.
Oh, shut up, Eric. I'm kicking your ass too with Tom or whatever that guy's name was.
That's enough, Eric.
Thank you, James. You can live.
You're no fun, James.
I don't need to be fun, Eric. Miss, please follow me.
Alright, I will. Oh, that's cute. I don't know what came over me, whether it was his politeness or maybe his power, but I couldn't help but, take his offered arm. James seems very kind and intelligent, but aside from that, there was something that set him apart from his brothers. Not to mention he didn't really seem to hold much appreciation for them. Yeah, I mean, come on. They're like freaking, sex offenders.
Miss, I have to ask, why do you live alone?
Well, my grandpa died, my parents kicked me out, I live in a mansion, and I don't pay taxes. It's kind of a long story.
I'm all ears if you wish to tell.
Nah. Oh, shit. I don't really want to. But, it's a long story, and, we're surrounded by others, so, no thanks. It's fine, maybe another time.
Very well. Here's your seat then.
Alright, thanks.
Let me get your chair for you, lovely lady.
Go the freak away, you damn creep! Eric was very charming, and his smile pulled at my heart. The way he kept flirting with me definitely designated him as the charmer of the demons, yet there was a little distance in his eyes. I don't give a shit. Get away, Valentine's Day mascot.
By the way, I apologize for my behavior earlier. Stealing your second kiss like that.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you. Oh yeah, well, I didn't believe that they were incubi. It's fine, I guess. I mean, you didn't get up and grab a kiss for no reason. No, Q, it's not acceptable. They could have flown or shown us their incubus wings or something. They didn't have to fucking kiss you.
I'm not as forward, unlike Sam.
Oh, Sam, that was his name. Yeah, Sam's going down, and, I'm taking you with him. Suddenly, Eric leaned in and whispered in my ear.
I won't lie, though. I enjoyed kissing you and feeling you melt in my arms.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna die. I was torn between smacking him and trying to play cool. Smack him! Be cool. So many choices. I'm gonna smack him.
No! That's going to sting.
Yeah, enjoy it, you bastard.
No, I was expecting that.
Well, good. That was a weird thing to say. I drew my attention back to the dishes. I was both intrigued and slightly scared by the amount of food they made. Why would you be scared by all the food? Let's eat! Seeing my expression, Eric leaned forward and proudly smiled, gesturing to all the dishes with a dramatic sweep of his arm.
I made almost all of the dishes myself.
Oh, you didn't, poison them, did you? Humorously enough, Matthew looked at him with a shocked expression, as if he was betrayed. His face changed instantly to that of a frown. Oh, you're taking all the credit, Eric. Fuck you.
And I'm the Queen of the Nile.
What's that supposed to mean?
Me, you, and James did the work together, dummy.
Yeah. Teamwork.
It's you, James, and I, Matthew.
Who cares? Tomato, James.
Little boys will always make mistakes.
Oh, shut up. Matthew looked at James in disbelief, probably for siding with Eric, and he annoyingly swiveled back to Eric to confront him. Oh, come on, I ain't doing another World War III argument here. Come on, guys.
I'm not a little boy. I'm barely a year younger than you.
Yeah, barely.
Well, you certainly don't act like it.
Well, you don't act like it either, Mr. Pedophile. I couldn't help but laugh. Matthew seemed very much like a kid. He was adorable. However, I couldn't help but feel like in a way he was much more mature than others, especially Eric.
Huh? Is something funny?
Yeah, something funny, Q. This is aggravating. No, it's nothing at all. Thanks for the meal, all of you.
Oh. You're welcome, miss.
Okay.
Such a well-mannered young lady. Beautiful inside and out.
Oh, shut up, Eric.
Eric, knock it off.
Thanks, Mateo. Oh, get away, Sam. In agreement with Matthew, Sam cocked up his head and glared at Eric.
Seriously, you're getting really annoying with that suck-up act.
World War III, guys. World War III. It was obvious that Sam was the bad boy of the group. He had his big, tough act, and it was obvious he was physically stronger than the rest of the guys. But but what was there more to him than that? Hey, you don't look physically stronger than them. You're a scrawny. I could take you. I could take you out back right now. Come on, come on.
I'm just trying to be a gentleman. The young girl has already gone through so much. She deserves a good treatment.
You aren't a gentleman. You freaking whispered in my ear like a sicko.
There's a difference between being a gentleman and being an obnoxious flirt.
Exactly, James. Exactly. Exactly.
Schooled even by James. You're gonna need some cold water for that burn.
Yeah, enjoy it. I'll use my cold ice personality to school your burns or whatever. Yeah, you said it, Mateo. Hey, Damien.
By the way, I don't believe we caught your name even though you know each of us.
The name's Q. Q Anderson.
It's a pleasure to finally know your name.
Yeah, that's a nice name.
They were all comfortable around me, despite the awkward situation we were in. It was as if we were natural for them to be around humans. Guess that's just how incubi worked. I don't know, Q. Something's amiss here. I don't understand why there's a whole group of them. I would expect the incubi to splurge out on their own and, prey on people in different areas, and I don't know. I don't know. I was still curious about one thing. Excuse me. They all looked at me. I didn't know why, but having all of them look at me made me feel kind of important, like a queen or something. Damn straight.
What is it, miss?
I wanted to thank you for the food, but I still want to know why y'all came here. I feel like I don't quite understand. Understand, yeah. Being told a bunch of incubi randomly appeared in your house is perfectly understandable.
Oh, how do we explain?
Yeah. I'd like to know.
We were attacked. We came here to heal. What's so difficult to understand?
You just randomly walked up to any old mansion. Like, you couldn't have went to the hospital, couldn't have headed out in a cave. You just had to pick a mansion in the middle of nowhere, which happened to be mine.
Now you're just being rude, Sam.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, how is that difficult to understand?
No, I mean, what specifically happened?
Well, you see, we've been traveling around for quite some time now. Just recently we came into town, but we were jumped by this band of misfits.
Misfits? You mean the toys of misfits? My grandpa used to be a toy maker. But I want to be a dentist.
So, in order to escape and heal, we came here for shelter. Again, we apologize for the mess we made.
Well, James, you could have asked. You could have knocked on my door. And you could have said, "Excuse me, madam, but me and my gang of hoodlums here are wounded, and we belong to some demonic realm, but we need a place to stay. Since you have so many rooms in your giant-ass mansion, do you mind having a few roommates? And maybe, just maybe I would have considered it, but the fact that you just came in and passed out on my floor and got blood all over, started trying to make out with me, I don't quite appreciate that, Mr. James. So you're all better now, right?
Yup, all thanks to you.
Well, good.
You see, beautiful, we feed on sexual energy. But we don't just get it from kissing lovely ladies such as yourself. We can simply touch someone's hand to obtain sexual energy. Everyone carries sexual energy, you know.
I don't think I got any, Eric. I think you picked the wrong house with the wrong girl. Cause I can assure you, sir, that I don't have any. I was still in shock about their powers. It wasn't just kisses that gave them power. It was anything physical. No wonder I was out for a while. These incubi intrigued me, but all the same, time could almost hear a warning siren going off in my head. Yeah, Q, I think you should call the police.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Well, what do you plan to do now?
Yeah, what are we gonna do now, James?
That is a very good question. We just got here and surely we'll be hunted again if we leave.
Well, I guess you'll just have to seduce me, the Otome.
We can take him easily.
No you can't. I can take you, Sam.
Not without more training, Sam. The result of that was clearly evident in our last encounter with them.
Yeah, you wimps. At that moment, I didn't know what came over me, but I suddenly felt sorry for them. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5 guys? And, you couldn't take another band of fights? Were they even demons like you people? Or were they just a bunch of human high school yakuzas? What's the matter with you? You can't. Is that all your demon powers are? You just suck energy out of girls? Unbelievable. Couldn't possibly survive out there. If they didn't know it was illegal to break into people's homes, they probably didn't know a bunch of other stuff. They probably would cause chaos all over town. Did you guys, just come out of the demon realm, or I mean, you have modern clothes on. You must have went shopping at some point. Or on the flip side, they could be taken in for questioning and be poked and prodded like frogs in research lab. That was even worse. But most of all, they reminded me of back then. Flashback time. I was standing alone. The entire classroom was filled with laughter and chatter, but I stood in the midst of it, quiet and alone. It was strange seeing the whole world pass in front of me with such vibrancy, all while I stood there. On the plus side, it wasn't engaged in any of the drama that might have arisen, like scribbling on some paper for revenge or kicking someone out too hard. It was kind of nice just standing back and watching things pass by and life go on. I had long before convinced myself that I was preferred being alone. I often said to myself in encouragement, yeah, I want to be alone. No one I like better than me, so I have to spend more time with myself. But there was a certain bitterness that, coupled with being alone, made me feel so sad. There was a difference between being alone and lonely. I just didn't realize it at that moment. And even after that moment, my father, my mother, there was no one to turn to. So lonely. That's when I decided it right then. Going to see my grandfather. I didn't care if my father wouldn't take me. I was going to walk my way over there, see what he had to say about it. I had never met him, seen seen him before that. What better time to see him then? If no one else was going to help me with what I was feeling, might as well have turned to him. So after school, I decided to walk there. I had no idea how to get there. I was armed with only scraps of paper with an address scribbled on it. As a 7-year-old, I obviously had great ideas. I soon became lost, and, like I always did when I felt lost, I just stood there on the sidewalk, back pressed up against the wall, and eyes looking at the strangers passing by. And like always, people continued to pass by, and life continued to go on. I was shattered than ever. I was sadder than ever. I had even... I was sadder than ever. I had ended up in the situation I was originally in. Nothing had changed. I thought that I was silly for even thinking that I could change things with my own hands. That was till a voice brought me back to reality.
Hun, is that you?
I looked up and saw an unfamiliar face, but it was obvious that whoever it was talking to me knew who I was. And from that moment, things began to change. Life began moving its rusty joints, and I realized things were moving along. Suddenly, I became part of the crowd that moved like a blur past me. I was no longer someone who stood still and watched others hurry past me. Life had changed. I had changed. Because the very person who found me that day was my grandfather. I had the opportunity to help them. But would I? I wanted to, but I wasn't sure if that was the best idea. After all, 5 demons in my house wasn't exactly the living arrangements that I had imagined when I first moved in. There was a matter of making sure no one found out about their powers. Thinking about them as lab rats made my stomach queasy. And even though they passed for humans, how would I explain having guys living in my house? Imagine my friends came over. They would practically think I was some part of a harem or something. Like some kind of Seduce Me The Otome kind of thing or something. Oh God, imagine my parents came over. I think my mom would faint. Who knows what my dad would do? I think he would have them arrested on the spot. I mean, I would have them arrested on the spot, but alright. Ugh, this was hard. Maybe I should have written out pros and cons lists before actually having to make the decision.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
Grandfather? What? Did the ghost of my grandfather just tell me to enjoy a harem? Simulator? What? It was strange that I happened to remember what my grandfather said to me when I was little, but it did make kind of sense. I don't know, Q. I don't know, Q. That was a little creepy. We weren't in the same exact situation that I was in before, but I did want to help him out. I think it would ease my conscience, and also make me a bit happy to give them a weird and also... Clenching my hands into a fist, I strengthened my resolve to speak up. Well, you could.
What was that, lovely lady?
Oh, shut up, Eric. That is,
Spit it out already.
Oh, shut up, Sam. You could stay with me here if you'd like. As soon as I finished my sentence, the room became still. Not sure what went through their heads from my words. The silence in their air cut like a knife, until I finally spoke up once more. It seemed like y'all needed a place to stay, and, well, I just moved into this giant house, so it seemed like it made sense. It was still quiet in the room. I decided to keep talking. If you'd like to stay here, though, there are two things I need all of you to follow.
Yes?
First of all, you can't use your powers or deliberately do something that might harm me or my guests that come over. Well, safe for enemies, but, you get the drift.
That sounds reasonable.
Second, you have to help me with my errands around the house. This place is kind of big, so, you know. You gotta pay rent, too, and, yeah.
That is a generous offer, miss. Are you sure that would be okay? We don't wish to burden you any more than we already have.
Well, James, I got nothing better to do than to play a dating simulator with my life, so come on in. It's alright, really. I mean, I started living here myself, so I'd appreciate some help around the house.
A wonderful idea.
Oh, shut up,
We'll
Eric.
live here and train while helping you with the house. Servants for the lovely princess.
You could sleep outside,
What? Are you serious?
and you could take Sam with you.
Shh, be quiet, Sam. I haven't slept in a bed for days.
Don't worry, Mateo, you get your own room. Sam, you could go sleep outside. They all seemed to like the idea, except for Sam, and, hey, I didn't really hate the idea either. Even if they were incubi. I mean, dating simulators are kind of fun. I have no shame. It would be interesting to have 5 guys help me take care of the house, given they would follow the rules that I just laid down. Yeah. Anyone tries to rape me, and I'll cut your balls off and feed it to you.
Grr, fine, but we're not staying here forever. Only until we can beat up that group of punks.
Whatever, Sam.
I think that is a reasonable time limit for our stay.
Yes, this is awesome.
Don't sound too excited, Mateo.
Also beautiful. If you need a bedfellow.
Oh, get lost, you creep!
Eric, knock it off.
Thank you, James. Slap him for me. You're closer. I was happy that they agreed. Maybe it was because I wasn't going to be lonely for a while. Maybe it was because y'all needed some help and wanted to help me was fulfilled. I don't really know. I mean, I was...
So what are we waiting for? Let's celebrate and dig in.
Alright, Mateo.
Finally, I'm starving.
Alright. Instantly, Matthew and Sam began to stuff themselves with the food on the table. I noticed James' eye twitching in irritation, so I stifled my incoming laugh.
Really, you two? You're both acting like pigs.
Oh, let them have a little freedom, James. It's not like we've eaten recently either. I'm sure they've been starving.
Wait a second, this dawned on me. You guys may have made the food, but you just took it out of my fridge like that? So you guys are a bunch of freeloaders! You guys just stole all the mashed potatoes out of my fridge and... Unbelievable! You made it an apology dinner. Ah, screw that, you guys are just hungry. You guys just wanted to eat the food. Get the fuck out of my house.
Still, that's no excuse for stuffing their faces like backyard swine.
Alice couldn't hold it in. What? What are the choices here? So I didn't. So then, but I did. Wait, what? What does that mean? What does this mean? I'm confused. I don't understand. So I didn't. So then, but I did. What does this mean though? I almost was to hold it in, so I didn't. I almost hold it in, but I did. So I don't know, I guess so then? I looked back at Damien, who had been silent the whole time. He was leaning against the far wall, moving his lips almost silently to the empty space beside him. Out of curiosity, I looked the same way. So I found nothing there.
It's nothing.
What? Huh? Looked back to see Damien looking at me with his normal blank face. Couldn't help but stare back, feeling the red tint of embarrassment spreading across my face. As I stared, Damien gave a very small smile and closed his eyes, returning his thoughts. Eventually, we all ate dinner together. It was strange, eating with just guys, but they were enjoyable to be around. They made me feel like part of their family as we ate together. However, our peace was soon disturbed. Huh. It's my mom, excuse me, I gotta answer the phone. Hello?
Hey, honey, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't get to see you off.
It's alright, Mrs. Anderson, you made your choice. Everything's fine, I'm actually eating dinner right now.
Oh, good, good. So there was food there. Well, your father wanted me to call and talk to you about having a house party tomorrow night to celebrate the new house and all.
Uh-oh. House party tonight? So soon?
Your father insists. You know how he is with events.
Well, do you mind if I bring some sexy demon friends over? Knew exactly what she meant. She didn't like long, relaxing periods between important events. It was, slightly messed up. I was expected to act on the drop of a dime, moving immediately the day after a funeral to my grandfather's house to now organizing a party. Yep, gotta get the plot going somehow, kid. Well, I don't exactly have you two here to help me arrange it. I'm gonna need some time to prepare things.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, Suzu and Naomi can help. I have work, and you know how your father is.
Oh, so he wants a party, but now I gotta, like, make the party and set everything. No, I ain't having a party. I ain't doing shit. I'm gonna be in my pajamas. I'm not gonna brush my hair or my teeth. And if you guys come over, I'm gonna come down and freak you out. Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be amazing, honey. I have faith in you.
No, you don't get it, Miss Anderson. I ain't doing it. There ain't no party.
All right, I gotta go. I love you, sweetie.
Are you sure about that, Mrs. Anderson? Are you sure about that? Q is in the question. Great. How am I gonna do this?
Is something wrong?
No, Eric.
She has to organize a house party for her parents.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. Oh, wait, mind reading. Okay, yeah. Or you just listen to the phone conversation. Shut up. But yeah, gotta do it soon or my parents will be really disappointed. I'll have to stay up and organize everything tonight.
Hey, why don't we help you? That's what we're here for, right?
Good. I'm gonna go to bed. You guys do this shit.
I don't see why not.
I can name a few reasons why we shouldn't.
Sam, you're not invited. Go outside where you belong. Go back to the doghouse.
Sam?
Back off.
Yeah, go outside, Sam.
We'll take care of everything, miss. Just leave everything to us.
Good. Have a good night. That was surprising. I didn't think the boys would offer to help right off the bat. I can help but smile. I'm actually rather thankful now that I let them stay. Now I don't have to do everything alone. As I kept thinking about it, couldn't help but yawn.
Feeling a little tired over there, princess?
Yep, and I'll call you princess one more time and I'll insult you again. Yeah, it's been a long day, at least tomorrow, the weekend, so I can sleep in. Then it hit me. Wait, Where are all you guys gonna sleep?
We found some guest rooms on the opposite end of the house from the master bedroom. I'm sure those will do just fine.
Well... Alright, but stay out of my grandpa's room. Oh, got it. Alright then, I'm headed to my room and study... Okay, blah
Have
blah
a
blah.
good night.
Shut up, Eric. I will. And you too. Better sleep with one eye open, Sam. With that, I left the dining room and went to my room.
Eric, no.
What?
What? I wasn't going to do anything.
Yes, he was.
Shh.
Unbelievable. As soon as I got into my room, a wave of exhaustion hit me. Oh, why am I so tired all of a sudden? Oh, I just woke up from that nap. I dragged myself to bed and hauled up in one of my bags. I opened it and grabbed my economics book, knowing that no matter how tired I was, I had to study at least a page or two before sleeping at last. The words on the page scrambled in my mind as I read through them, but after 2 or 3 times I managed to understand what the page was about. Equations. Finally I decided to change into my pajamas, head to my bed. Today has been a long day, and I need the rest. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. 3 days of surprises in a row wouldn't kill me. I don't know, Q, it might get me, that's for sure. With that thought in my mind, I drifted to sleep, embracing the darkness of slumber.
You fucking pretty boys think you're all that, huh? Well, save that to the end of my pistol.
Oh, damn it. I totally forgot. There's gonna be a demon battle in my mansion. Who's gonna pay to get the windows fixed? Yeah, Q, there's a battle outside. Couldn't move my body. I felt like I was tied up, and I couldn't see anything beyond the darkness that surrounded me, yet I could hear the sounds of a heated argument coming from me at all directions. Uh-oh.
One move and she gets it.
Uh-oh.
Let her go!
Uh-oh. Mateo!
Come on, chicken shit. Fight us like a real man.
Sam, if I get hurt, I'm suing you.
Like you scare me, Sam. Come on. Take one step. I dare ya.
Oh, why can't I see?
Stay away from her, Malix.
Alex.
And what are you gonna do, nerd boy?
Suddenly I felt myself pulled to one side and arms wrapped around my body protectively.
I've got you. Don't worry.
Well, thanks, I guess. Eric? As I was held in a tight embrace, I felt the world around me once again settle into a low, peaceful hum. The hostility of the dream before had faded into back as the arms around me rocked me comfortingly. Slowly, though, my eyes fluttered open and I looked up at the person holding me. Damien? I stared into the eyes of Damien. His face was painted with worry and concern, and I knew he must have seen my dream. Wait, I was dreaming? Ah, that was a dream? Damien, are you sure that was a dream? Are you sure that was a dream, Damien? And why was Eric holding me, but now you're holding me? I don't understand, Damien. What did I dream of? Yeah, why did I dream of Eric holding me?
You can't control your dreams.
Well, I guess that's true. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Are you okay?
I don't think so. I was held hostage. Yeah, I'm fine. What time is it?
It's 9 a.m. James and I were making breakfast when well...
Well, yeah. You can't control your mind reading?
No, not yet at least. I hope to learn eventually, though.
Well, me and you both, Damien. Me and you both.
Is everything alright?
I guess. I think I had a premonition of what's to come, though.
That's good. I'm assuming you had a nightmare.
Yeah, I think it's a foreshadowing plot point. Sorry for disturbing you, though.
You didn't disturb us, miss. Besides, we'd rather make sure you're okay before anything.
Stop calling me miss. It's kind of weird. Just call me cute. Questions in the answer, in the name. Thanks.
Now, why don't you come downstairs with us and have some breakfast? I'm sure some nice food will take your mind off of what you dreamt of.
Yes, it will. Let's go. I was embarrassing to be the damsel in distress once again, but I felt rather happy that James and Damien were concerned for me. Despite only knowing me for a short time, I wasn't sure if it was just courtesy or if they were generally concerned. Yeah, I like these two. These two are the best because they're nice. And Mateo, he's nice too. Couldn't exactly read their minds. Oh yes, I can. All right. I can read everyone's minds. Two boys led me back down to the dining room, where the smell of bacon and eggs danced in the air. Smell wafted from the kitchen made its way into the room, making my stomach growl indeed. Breakfast smells good. Vegan bacon.
We should be done with breakfast soon. If you want to sit down at the table, you can.
Okay, I will. I nodded before sitting down. As I sat down, however, my mind drifted back to the dream I had. That feeling of hostility around me made my body shudder instinctively, even though I knew it wasn't real. Yeah, it's gonna happen. However, as my eyes closed, I felt a hand placed on itself on top of my head, breaking me out of my thoughts. Huh?
Morning. You alright?
Well, get your hand off my head! You angsty little shit! Go away! Sam, the owner of the hand on my head, raised an eyebrow at me before rustling my hair and moving away to sit down at the table. He then barked towards the kitchen where James was working. What? What the fuck, man? Get away from my head!
Hey! Is the food done yet? I'm starving!
What the hell is your problem, you angsty little tard?
There's no need to yell, Sam!
You tell him, James.
You're yelling too!
Yeah, what's going on? What is this, World War III?
Don't argue with me!
Stop this! From behind me, Eric appeared and sat beside me, rubbing his temples in obvious annoyance. Yeah, it's a little too early for a drink, Eric.
Can we not yell this early in the morning? It's not like we're in the castle.
Oh, you're in a castle? Guess this is a downgrade for you guys, huh? Castle? For some reason, when I heard the word castle, I couldn't help but yell in surprise. These guys had a castle? Sam looked at me and smirked in my reaction.
Yeah, we have a castle back home. Our dining room's 10 times bigger than this room.
Well, good for you. And why are you wearing modern clothing?
And wouldn't it be logical to not yell?
Exactly.
Whatever.
Yeah. Soon James and Damien appeared, hands full of plates that carried bacon and eggs, toast, and waffles. They placed the plates down by each seat before seating themselves.
My favorite.
I don't believe you.
Finally.
Yeah, I believe that. Thanks for the breakfast. It looks amazing.
It's our pleasure.
All of a sudden, my phone began to ring, ushering me to pull it for a talk answer. Hello?
Hey, good morning!
Naomi!
Guess who's at your door right now?
Oh, come on in. Come meet my demon friends. Right on cue, there was a knock from the lobby door. My heart stopped. Suzu and Naomi were here.
I'll get it.
Alright. My heart quickly began pounding my chest. Matthew was in the lobby, and he'd get to the door first. I instantly jumped out of my chair and rushed out the dining room. As I passed through the archway between the dining room and lobby, I saw Matthew reach his hand for the brass door handle, causing the world to go into slow motion. No! But before my words could reach his ears, Matthew had opened the door and revealed the surprised faces to Naomi and Suzu. Hey, man. I ain't ashamed. Come on into my harem. The roll around me stopped as Suzu and Naomi kept their eyes on Mateo, who merely started back in fear and embarrassment. I could feel the air go from warm to freezing in a matter of seconds.
Hi?
I cannot believe this was happening. How was I going to explain this? This week was already bad enough. Yeah, you're telling me. To make matters worse, I was frozen in place. Please, for God's sake, someone do something before... someone do something!
Are you?
Suzu, let me explain.
What's going on here?
There was a bunch of demons, and they were fighting other demons, and they were bleeding, so they came into my mansion because they thought it was abandoned, but I was here, and then they kissed me, and I slapped them, and then I fainted, and then I woke up, and then I ate dinner, and then I had a bad dream about being kidnapped, and then, we had breakfast, and then you're here at my door.
Who's at the door, Matthew? Oh.
So the other incubi appeared in the lobby with us. The situation's not getting pretty. I had to think fast. They're visitors. They're in your head. They're my brothers. I really want to say they're in your head. Yeah, I'm not saying they're so damn seductive. I ain't saying brothers. That's just weird. They're in your head is, funny. Their visitors would be more logical, though. They're in your head! No, they're my guests.
Then why did one of them open the door?
Well, I was eating pancakes, Naomi.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does. I was stuffing my pie hole with some pancakes and maple syrup. It was no use. There was no time to lie to them. I felt helpless. Then I felt a hand on my shoulder, and I felt the tension in my body almost fade away. I turned my head to see James smile at me before stepping in front of me. All right, James, you're up to the plate. Go ahead and do your whatever you do.
We must apologize, ladies. We know this situation must be confusing for everyone. Let's take this to the dining room and we'll explain everything.
Good idea. I still need to finish my pancakes. Stared at James wide-eyed. Was he going to tell them who they were? Everything seems surreal. I'm not gonna intervene. This is, I'm just gonna, enjoy this. Before I knew it, I was led to the dining room along with Suzu and Naomi and sat across from in their confused gazes. As Naomi and Suzu sat down, Eric and Matthew placed their untouched plates of food in front of them, surprising their guests.
Whoa, this looks amazing! Thank you!
I know, it's delicious. Have some pancakes.
Our pleasure, ladies. We hope you enjoy your meals.
Shut up, Eric.
Make sure you dig in!
Oh, don't worry, Mateo. I already scarfed down 3. Looked at Naomi and Suzu as they began to eat, visibly enjoying every bite they placed in their mouth. Hopefully the food would ease their minds for whatever James wanted to reveal. Whatever you want to say, James, I'm okay with, because, this is entertaining. Naomi and Suzu ate their impromptu meals. James and the other boys stood behind my chair, making me grow more red in the face. What the hell are you standing behind me for, you damn cowards? Talk to them.
So, Anderson, are you gonna tell us what's going on?
Yeah. Well, you see, Gently, James placed a hand on my shoulder again, signaling me to just eat my food. As I began to eat, he spoke to Naomi and Suzu. Hey, man, I'm fine with this. I just got...
We are Miss Anderson's house servants. We were hired by her late grandfather to help around the mansion, but since he has passed, we now assist Miss Anderson with living on her own.
I mean... James, I would believe it if it was just, like, 1 or 2 of yous, but that's 5 5 sexy guys, man. That's stretching it. That's stretching it, James.
That makes sense. It's such a huge house.
I mean, I guess, but this is a lot of income in it for five people, and I'm unemployed.
A huge house for a wonderful princess such as Miss Anderson.
Oh, shut
deserves
up!
The greatest of servants to care for it.
Shut up, Eric.
But why are you all dressed so casually and stuff? Aren't servants supposed to have uniforms or whatever?
Well, it's casual Tuesday, so you know.
Well, Miss Anderson allows us to get comfy while we work, so she lets us wear casual clothes.
Yeah, but not on a Wednesday, 'cause Wednesdays are my days. So yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
We're sorry if we made the situation awkward earlier.
It wasn't that awkward. I mean, you just opened the door, so I don't have a problem with that.
We're very sure that Miss Anderson is also still getting used to having us as her servants. It would be very hard to explain after just a day.
Yeah. I just gotta chew it over with some pancakes.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess too, Naomi.
So, if I may ask, what brings you two ladies here?
They're my friends, Eric.
Well, we wanted to see how our friend was doing. Since it's the weekend and all, usually we hang out and just chill.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
Yeah, like going to the arcade and stuff.
Yeah?
Or the Pink Lady Cafe.
Whatever you two want sounds fun to me.
There's an arcade?
Apparently.
That makes a lot of sense, ladies. Well, we don't wish to disturb you any further than we have, so we'll take our leave and start preparing the house.
Yeah, you do that, James.
Huh? Preparing for what?
There's a party tomorrow. Mr. Anderson gonna show up, and I ain't brushing my teeth.
We gotta prep the house for some sort of housewarming party thing.
Yeah?
Our princess's parents requested a house.
Shut up, Eric!
To be held here soon.
Shut up! Stop calling me princess! Jeez. And by soon, they mean tonight.
Oh, well, I guess we can help out or something. Right, Naomi?
Sure, why the hell not?
I thought you wanted to go to the arcade.
Yeah, we can do that too.
This housewarming thing is more important.
Okay, we'll do that.
No need. We can handle it. If you'd like to, miss, you can go out with your friends while we handle things here.
I mean, I'm up for whatever anyone wants to do. I'm cool with whatever.
Seriously?
Shut up, Sam.
Sam, not now.
Yeah, go back outside where you belong. Well, I wanted to help out, but at the same time I wanted to go with my friends. James gave me a look of understanding, letting me know that if I left, everything would be okay. I had to make a decision. I'll go out with Suzu and Naomi. I'll stay around and help out the house. I'm going out with Suzu and
Are
Naomi.
you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I trust these guys to be able to work everything out.
Thank you for trusting us, miss.
Indeed.
We'll have everything done for you by the time you return home.
I don't trust you, Eric. Screw you. And screw Sam.
Alright, we'll wait here while you go get your things.
Alright. You should go by the door, cause I don't trust Eric. So, yeah. Strangely relieved to know that everything was going to be okay while I was gone from the house. Trusted these guys enough to do everything they could for the house party, so my mind was focused itself on hanging out with my friends. Pretty damn sweet. Eventually I was out the door, walking towards Naomi's car with Naomi and Suzu. Suzu grabbed the entire back seat as I took the passenger side. Naomi started the car and drove off towards the city. It was nice driving out with friends. After all that happened, it was good to just go out and forget my troubles.
Well, since we got you out of the house, we might as well go to the mall and walk around a bit. We did just eat breakfast after all.
Sure. I can window shop, I guess. Yeah, it was a good meal.
Could have had more flavor, in my opinion.
Well, I did take all the maple syrup, so sorry about that.
Suzu. You eat chili peppers when you're bored. Everything you eat always needs more flavor.
Suzu is like... I swear to God, Suzu, you're just like my twin. Or my clone or something. I don't know. You need to teach me, Suzu. Still can't get over that, Suzu. Well, Suzu, we're in the same boat. So I guess teach me.
You just need to eat spicy food all the time. You gotta tame your mouth.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Tame your mouth? Really, Suzu?
Yeah. Nah, you just eat it. Enjoy it. Live it.
Anyways, after the mall, what do you want to do? We could go to the Pink Lady Cafe and chill out with Kay. I'm sure she'd love the company.
Kay? Who's Kay?
But we have to stop by the arcade. They have this new game out called Orion.
Oh, hell yeah.
This guy named Isaku, and you're part of the rebel forces, and you get to shoot things, and there's robots, and...
Sheesh, we get it, Suzu, we get it. We'll go to the arcade.
I kinda wanted to go to the Pink Cafe, though. Which one first, though? You know how popular Kay is. She'll be swamped with customers later in the day.
I'd rather go in the late afternoon. She has better options during the last hour of the cafe.
Yeah, but then we can't talk to her, though.
So basically after the arcade?
You figured me out so quickly, Patterson.
What did I tell you about using my last name?
Why can you use her last name, but you use my last name? Oh, let's just go. Oh, I get to pick? Oh. Well, I want to talk to whoever this K person is, so I think we should go to the cafe first. We hit the mall and walk around a bit, as we planned before driving over the Pink Lady Cafe. It was small, home-style cafe with a lot of pink. When I say a lot of pink, I mean a lot of pink. Oh hey, you must be Kay. Cafe was crowded, but we definitely caught Kay's attention as we walked in.
Hey girls, hey! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you! Have a seat, I'll be with you in a minute, okay?
See, Suzu? We would never have been able to talk to her if we went to the arcade.
And there she is, as busy as usual.
Yeah.
Told you we should have gone to the arcade first.
Oh, oops. Let me save my progress, hold on. Alright. Naomi glared at Suzu before leading us to the table to sit at. Suzu sat across from me as Naomi sat to my side. After a couple of seconds of settling into our seats, Kay slid into the empty fourth seat with a smile.
So, how's everything been?
Besides my grandpa's death, pretty good.
Life's always crazy with you. But I can tell Suzu's not happy to be here. That kind of breaks my heart, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna go play video games afterwards. Suzu smirked and gently punched Kay in the shoulder, making Kay laugh. Naomi and I chuckled at the sight. Kay and Suzu were like sisters, wild and crazy. However, Kay didn't know any relatives, so it's always nice to see her connect with Suzu.
How about you, Naomi? Have you figured out your problems?
Problems?
No, and now's not the time to talk about them, Kay.
You got problems? Naomi?
Naomi keeping secrets from us? That's a first.
Naomi, are you in trouble?
She holds more than secrets, I'll tell you that much.
You guys!
Are you okay, Naomi? Don't worry about it, Naomi. You can tell us on your own time. Naomi stared at me briefly for a second, smiling in relief and happiness.
Thanks.
Kay giggled and Suzu rolled her eyes and groaned. Eventually, the four of us just started to chat and talk about random events that happened to us. I decided to not speak about the boys, just focus on school. Really though, it was relaxing to feel somewhat human again, without thinking about incubi or anything of the sort. Simple young adult problems were always enough for me to handle. We eventually lost track of time and wound up staying longer than we expected, making us unable to stop at the arcade before going home to dress for the housewarming party. Kay, as much as she wanted to come, had other plans, but wished us the best. The hour of the house party had arrived in my mind. I kept double and triple checking on essentials for the party. Knowing my dad, he invited his business partners and the executives of the Anderson Company and showed me off. Stood in front of my mirror in my room, staring in my form as a million thoughts ran through my mind. It was just a housewarming party, but at the same time, it wasn't. It was my chance to show my dad I was better than his expectations. It was a chance for me to see that my parents, as a woman, it was my test to see if I was really ready to live on my own. Well, not truly alone. I had the incubi to thank, but even so, I didn't have my dad guide me or my mom helping me through living alone. A knock to my door broke my thoughts, surprising me. Who is it?
Hey, are you okay in there? Your parents should be here soon, so you should hurry getting ready.
I'm doing okay, Naomi. Well, I'm ready, but...
But what? I'm sure you look fine, Anderson. Just come on out.
Alright. I ain't brushing my teeth, though. Huh, that's a nice dress. As soon as I opened the door to the hall, I watched as Naomi and Suzu faces turned from smiles to complete awestruck stares. What?
Dude, you look hot.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, you look amazing. Where did you get that dress?
I'd fixed your strap a little bit, but alright. I've had it for a while, I just never had a chance to wear it. I figured I might as well bring it out now. Whoa, hey there. I stepped out of my room and closed my bedroom door behind me. As I walked down the hall to grab the lobby, the incubi stood waiting for me at the bottom, all dressed to the nines as proper servants. Yeah, good job, guys.
Whoa, they really know how to dress well, don't they?
Well, I think they're all my grandpas, so yeah. Yeah. I was slightly taken aback on how great the boys looked in uniform. Each had the poise of a perfect gentleman. Even Sam. No, fuck you, Sam. Fuck you. And fuck you, Eric. Slowly began to climb down the steps with Suzu and Naomi behind me. The boys watched as I descended the staircase one step at a time, like knights waiting for their princess. I felt my face slightly flushed, but I quickly shook my head and tried to regain my thoughts. As I reached the last step, James offered his hand out to me and walked me down the final step, smiling. Well, thanks, James.
As beautiful as a princess, miss.
Shut up! Don't call me a princess. And stop calling me miss. Thank you.
So, are you prepared for tonight?
I guess. Yes, I'm ready. As ready as I'll ever be. To be honest, no. As ready as I'll ever be, James. As ready as I'll ever be. Couldn't deny that I was nervous, but I had to try. This party was more than what it seemed, and I had done all that I could to prepare for it. Now, it was all up to fate. The other boys smiled assuring at me, which made me feel a little better about everything. I looked at my phone and marked the time. Almost right on cue, the doorbell rang. I gulped. I could practically feel my dad's aura from behind the door. Sam and Eric quickly rushed to the door and opened the double doors wide to reveal my parents, both dressed in their best. That's your best? Ha! I'm just kidding. It's fine. Hey, Ma. Hey, Dad.
Oh my, I didn't know your bequeathment came with servants.
Yeah, and you're paying for it.
It was probably overlooked. Besides, who would deny good service?
Exactly. I was completely shocked my parents didn't question the boys. They didn't ask for verification or anything. What is this, some kind of dating simulator nonsense? I looked to the boys and noticed Sam and Eric staring intently on the parents. Were they using their powers on them? They had to be. There's no way they'd be okay with this otherwise.
I guess the servants counted as belongings to the house.
I guess so, Mr. Anderson. My mother quickly rushed to me and gave me a large hug. I hugged her back, inhaling her perfume. It only had to been a couple days, but living away from the ones who raised me was hard. My mother soon let me go. Looked at my outfit.
Gorgeous. You look so lovely. David, look at your daughter and tell her I'm right.
I looked at my dad, who was looking around the lobby like an inspector. I stood my ground, waiting for him to look at me. When he did, he let a small smile grace his lips.
Your mother's right. You look like you're all grown up.
Thanks? The word around me stopped as my heart pounded hard in my chest. Did my dad just compliment me? His own accord? My mother was grinning ear to ear at his words. It was beyond speechless. Thank you, Mr. Anderson. However, his cold face quickly returned as he began to look around once again.
I assume that you're ready, then, to impress the rest of the guests, correct?
Yeah? What do you mean?
The entire board from Anderson Toys is coming tonight. Even the vice chairman's son will be coming. All of them will be measuring your potential.
I mean, I inherited the house, not the company, right? So, why do I gotta impress him? My potential.
To become CEO of the company.
Well, I'm cool with that. I knew it. Something was off about tonight. And now this party had become much more than I anticipated. I gulped silently, but I nodded in response. I looked for the incubi, but they were continuing to be servants for my father's approval. I looked behind me and saw Naomi and Susie raise their thumbs at me for encouragement. I allowed a small breath before feeling my body accept the situation. I felt a weight in my gut, but had to hide it. As if time zoomed forward, all of a sudden the main hall of the lobby was full of guests. Men and women in formal and business attire showed up to meet me and see my new home. I didn't expect many to come, but I was once again surprised that night. I shook hands with many officials and executive members, putting on the professional face my dad trained me to have. I felt overwhelmed, but I had it behind a small smile and a handshake. Many even asked me questions. I tried my best to reply as maturely as possible. I had to remember, say what they want to hear, not what you want to say.
So, how do you feel living on your own at such a young age?
It's difficult being independent. I wish I was still living with my parents. It's been pretty good, actually. I'm doing my best.
So sorry about your grandfather.
Wait, what? What? I didn't click anything. I didn't click anything. I didn't click. I swear to God, I didn't click, guys. There's a ghost possessing the keyboard. I'm so sorry about your grandfather. Thank you for your condolences.
Do you have college plans?
There's a possibility. Yes, I do. I mostly live in the present. It's not much of a concern for me. College? I don't need that.
Do you have college plans?
Hold on, lady! Give me a second here. Give me a second here, lady. Oh, I'm being timed. Oh, I see, that's why. Yes, I do. I felt like the questions came up one after another. It was tough to answer some of them because they weren't about me. They were about the company.
What do you think will happen with the company now that your grandfather has passed?
Freaking clue.
What do you...
Wait, what? What? What was the question? What was the question? Oh my god, stop with the time! I don't like being timed!
Do you think the company should expand from just toys?
Do you think the company should expand from just toys? I don't like being timed, lady. Do you think the company should expand from just toys? Yes! Bubblegum! It's a possibility. Eventually the question stopped and I was Back to being myself, Naomi and Suzu were mingling in the crowds when the incubi were doing their jobs, so I was all alone in a room full of strangers. It was unnerving to think about, but at least I wasn't being questioned left and right anymore. Suddenly, though, pushed away from the cloud, bringing me someone I don't know.
Honey, I'd like to introduce you to someone. This kind gentleman is the son of the vice chairman.
Is this guy gonna be the kidnapper in my dream? Just curious. With my brother stood a man who looked only a couple years older than me. He smiled and held out a hand to me, silently asking me for my hand.
Hi, I'm Andrew Lewis. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Anderson.
Hey, Drew. Simply nod to him, place your hand in his. I'll give you a handshake, buddy. As I placed my hand in his, he raised it to his lips and ugh, gross. I felt my face burn slightly at the gesture. Andrew smiled at me before releasing my hand.
I'm honored to be invited here.
You're welcome. My demons made the invitations. My mother smiled at both of us, which made me slightly concerned. Why was she excited to introduce me to Andrew?
So, you organized this party very well, Miss Anderson.
Thanks, Drew. My demons did it for me.
You're welcome. Praise is very much deserved.
Andrew then chuckled nervously, bringing a soft fist to his lips to cover his laugh properly before smiling at me.
I'm sorry if I seem a little forward. I've just been excited to meet Harold Anderson's granddaughter.
Well, I don't know why, but okay. Yeah, why?
He used to talk about you all the time in the office on how you helped him refine his toys. I only attended meetings and heard all of the stories. You've helped a lot with the success of the company without having to actually work there.
And now I live in this mansion, so I guess it's all, even. I know they talk about me. That explain everyone's fascination with me and their rather personal questions. I looked to Andrew, who had a kind face to me. Something about him seemed off, and I don't know what it was. He seemed to be hiding something, whether it was good or bad. I was not able to find out. It's totally the demon! It's the demon who kidnaps you. It's the crazy guy. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. Use that head of yours. Use that head of yours. This is a demon. He's a demon. I felt someone walk up beside me, causing me to turn to them. Next to me was my dad, giving me a cold stare to Andrew, who suddenly became tense.
So, you're Jared's son.
Andrew's body twitched slightly. Whether it was fear or insult, Andrew locked eyes with my father. I couldn't help but feel the tension between them. It hurt to me how fragile the air had become, enough to break at the wrong word. Hey, come on, guys. No World War III here, alright?
You're the one who wants to be the next CEO of the Anderson Company.
Sorry, Drew, but, I'm the next CEO.
Well...
Stared at Drew. The guy wanted to take my grandfather's place as CEO? I thought the vice chairman wanted the position.
David, leave the poor boy alone.
I'm merely testing the boy's conversational skills. Nothing wrong with that.
Of course not, sir.
And polite as well. Interesting.
If you'll excuse me.
Quickly, Andrew retreated away from my family into the crowd of people. I'm on to him. I'm gonna go follow him. I quickly followed Andrew, wanting to be sure he was alright. I felt a little embarrassed that my dad put him on the spot like that. I had to apologize. I ain't apologizing. I just know you're a demon and I'm gonna confront you about it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm in danger now because we're alone. We wound up outside. The stars practically danced at the grass as we stood in the backyard of the mansion. It had been my first time in years being out there, but my thoughts weren't on the nostalgia. Hey, Andrew. Andrew turned to me in surprise. However, his face was completely red in both embarrassment and humiliation. I felt terrible.
Oh, I didn't see you or hear you following. Sorry.
Damn it! Q, you could have saw Andrew turn into a demon if you just kept your trap shut. No, it's fine. I should be the one to apologize.
What for? You didn't do anything wrong.
I mean, the way my dad behaved, he shouldn't have been so...
Oh no, it's fine. I mean, I should have expected it and been more prepared.
I know you're a demon, Andrew. Andrew rubbed the back of his neck and gave a goofy grin. It was intriguing seeing Andrew's professional side and then a goofy smile from, everyone. Still, sorry for that.
It's not a problem really, but thank you.
You're welcome. Both smiled at each other before I reached my hand out to him. He tilted his head and raised an eyebrow in confusion. Why did you... Q! Why did you give you your hands? I'm confused just as him. Oh, Q. My name is Q. In understanding, his smile returned before he took a hand gently and shook it.
That's a pretty name. I'm happy to know it now.
Thanks, Drew. Yeah, it is. It's perfect. I gave it to you. It's a perfect name. Q's in the question. Let's go.
I have to disagree with you. It's much better than Andrew. I mean, who names their kid Andrew?
I mean, you want a nickname, Drew? How about... Your name's Professional D now. That's what your name is. Professional D. That's your nickname. A lot of people do.
But how about Axel or Ace? Something cool like that.
Yeah, you're definitely a demon. I'm sorry. Couldn't help but laugh at him. He was pretty chill for a guy who was supposed to be a vice chairman's son. He grinned and laughed along with me. I don't know why, but I felt warm. Whether it was almost non-existent breeze or the situation we found ourselves in, it felt nice.
Lewis.
Hey, Mr. Anderson. And just like that, the feeling had vanished. We both turned to see my dad at the doors of the mansion, staring at Andrew with almost a deadly glare. Andrew straightened up, trying to maintain his business posture.
Yes, sir?
Your limo is in the front. The driver has requested that you return home. Now.
Sure about that, Mr. Anderson?
Oh, all right. Thank you, sir.
Andrew quickly nodded to me before speeding back to the mansion to leave. As soon as I took a step to follow, my dad stepped in front of me. Mr. Anderson?
I don't want to hear it. Do not become friendly with him. He wants to take the company away from us. You have no reason to be friends with him.
Mr. Anderson, have you ever heard the phrase, keep your friends close but your enemies closer? I know what the fuck I'm doing, man. Don't underestimate me. Don't underestimate me. Can't speak. Underestimate. There we go. Underestimate me. It's 4 a.m. Shut up. I got it. I'm not drunk, I swear. Before I could retort, my dad turned away and walked back inside, muttering about how the party was nearing an end. I sighed and entered the house as well, wanting the party to end immediately. Eventually, only Suzu, Naomi, my parents, and the incubi were left. My dad looked at me in slight disappointment. I only looked back at him in confusion. What did I do?
I overheard your conversation with our guests. You were stumbling as much as Lewis did.
Bitch, I did not know it was a minigame, okay? I was taking my time, reading all the things. I could barely see that little bar thingy. It's 4 a.m. The grandpa just died, and I surrounded by potential rapists, and you know what? You're not helping me. So leave kindly, and don't let the door hit you on the way out.
I don't want to hear excuses. I expect that you'll work on your speaking skills while you remain living here.
You know what, Mr. Anderson? may not have the best voice in the world, but I like my voice and I like myself, and if that's who I am, I could. That's all that matters, Mr. Harrison. I could still run the company, even if I don't have the best oratory skills that you expect me to have.
Alright, your mother and I have to leave.
Good.
I'm sure Naomi and Suzu need to leave as well. Just because it's Saturday doesn't mean you should stay up all night.
Well, it's 4 in the morning.
Thanks for having us. It was a great party.
You're welcome. Come back anytime, Naomi.
We'll come visit tomorrow or something. All right?
Sure thing, Suzu. Thanks for coming. See ya.
Good night, sweetie. Come visit us soon.
I'm never coming back. I'm happy in my mansion full of, demons. All 4 of my remaining guests left the building, all but my dad waving back to me. With the last of the guests gone, I sighed and sat on the staircase, exhausted. Ugh, that was tiring.
It's not like you had to do any work, though.
You know what, Sam? Go back outside where the doghouse is. That's where you belong.
Give her a break, man. She was getting interrogated left and right.
Yeah, Mateos. Thanks, Mateo. You get a cookie.
She handled herself the best she could.
Thanks, Damien.
As expected, princess.
Shut up, Eric.
Since you're exhausted, why not head to bed? We can clean up.
Are you sure? I mean, I can help clean up too, after all.
Ugh.
You know what? Let's all make Sam clean up, and we can all go to sleep. And Sam, you just clean it all up. Because you need to clean up your attitude anyway, so you might as well clean up the party mess.
Hush, Sam.
Positive. It shouldn't take long.
Ho ho ho! It didn't take long to find you little shits after all.
Uh-oh. It was like in the dream, but the demon guys, kidnapping me. I felt a hot shudder run down my spine. The voice from my dreams echoed through the air into my ears. I looked around, panicked. Alongside the incubi, James placed a hand on my shoulder, trying to remain calm.
Don't worry. No one will hurt you.
I hope not.
Are you sure? Are you really sure?
I don't know. Are you Andrew? All of us shot our heads toward the door, finally pinning down the direction of the voice. The doors quickly swung open, revealing a sight I would never expect to see. Is that Andrew? Is that Andrew? Skin red as blood, eyes black and gold piercing into mine, roughened up the clothes and a pistol in his hand. I saw the monster. I covered my mouth not to scream at the sight. Dried blood covered the bandana around his neck, and he smirked at me with the boys around me. Besides the red-skinned man was a similar-looking woman in a matching thug-like clothes.
Oh, what's the matter, boys? You really did.
I hoped you would, you piece
I didn't click it! I didn't click it! Hold on, I got saved. I got saved. Yeah, I got saved. In case I die here. All of a sudden, the man raised his gun at Sam's face and instantly pulled back the trigger. Oh shit! You know what, Sam? Take one for the team. Hello? We all gasped in shock, instinctively expecting to see the bullet run through Sam's face, but...
What the fuck?
What?
What? What? What should have been a headshot ended with a loud but empty blank shot. The pistol echoed its empty shots as the man grew more and more pissed, pulling the trigger over and over again in exaggeration. What, did it jam or something? Looking for my ears, it became quieter after its first shot.
Why the fuck won't you work?
I don't know, stupid. Did you release the safety lock?
This place is protected.
Oh. Thanks, Damien.
What did you say, Shrimp?
This place has a seal, protecting it from hellborn magic.
Guns are magic? Alright, sure. I'm gonna go with it.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
It means what he said. The man growled and threw his gun at Sam, who was unable to dodge it in time. The pistol bounced off the ground a couple of times before sliding further away, hitting the wall at its final stop. As it stopped moving, the gun faded into black flame that disappeared into the air. Cool.
The previous owner had this place protected by magic, Malix.
Yeah, Malix. Malix, that was his name. His existence resonated in my memory from the dream I had. However, I looked at Matthew in the same confusion as Malix did. This place is protected by magic?
It would seem that your grandfather had some sort of protective barrier around this house. From the looks of it, it only disables hellborn magic.
Huh. Cool. Alex's face grew that of extreme anger, his first tightening as if he was crushing a stress ball.
What's stopping me from dragging your asses out and shooting you then?
I don't know, Malix. I don't know. Out of pure instinct, I stepped forward and placed myself between Malix and the boys. With no power, Malix wasn't going to fight. I took the chance to stand up to him instead of being powerless like it was a dream. Yeah, take that, boy! Fuck off, leave him alone. Get out of my house. Get out of my house! Malix growled at me, walking right up to me and leaning close to my face. I glared back, feeling my courage skyrocket.
Since when does a little stain like you give orders to a guy who can rip your pretty little head from your body?
Well, you're in my house, my rules, and ripping heads off bodies is not part of our house rules. So kindly leave, as you are not an invited guest. And my demon servants will kindly show you the door. Don't let it hit you on the way out.
You little...
What? All of a sudden, I felt my hand grip my hair and pull it back, forcing me to cry out of a stare at Malix. His eyes bored into mine as he crackled into my face. Wait, what? What's happening? I'm confused.
Hey, let her go!
Oh, he's got me. He's got me by the hair, guys.
Sam, Eric!
That really hurts. Within mere seconds, Sam had punched Malix square in the jaw, forcing him to let my hair go. As I fumbled back, Eric caught me in his arms, gently pulling me away from Malix and back into their group.
Come on, Sam. You and me, right here. Let's go!
Let me at him. Let me at him.
Come on, asswipe!
However, before both could fight, the woman stepped forward and placed a firm grip on Malix's shoulder.
That's enough, Malix.
What? Who do you think you're speaking to, woman?
The girl who's going to help you kill them. Just not now.
Yeah, this is my house, and I'll not have any murders going on here.
Not now!
Stared as the girl spoke down at Malix. She looked the same, like a pure evil. However, she seemed to be concerned for Malix. Or for me? Huh.
There's 5 of them and 2 of us. Even if we come back with the gang, they can have the place surrounded by human police.
Yeah.
Then we shoot everyone!
Well, your gun don't work here, son.
Think! If we shoot everyone, we'll be hunted. And it'll be a matter of time before makeshift paladins come and try to exorcise us.
Paladins? There's paladins in this? I want to be a paladin. Get out of here. Two growled at each other. If they could have used their magic, they could sense that a fire would glow from under their teeth. Malix grunted and glared at the boys. He pointed at James, wanting so badly to use his finger like a knife. Why don't you just use a real knife?
Just wait, pretty boys. We'll get you and fuck you up real good.
Alright. I'll wait when that happens. Max turned to me, moving his fingers to point directly between my eyes.
And don't think you're safe. Step outside. I dare you.
Well, since Sam lives outside, he'll be, yeah, I'm sure he can easily take you out. So, I'm not worried, Malix. Well, that Malix and the woman walked out of the mansion. The doors closed behind them, leaving the boys and I alone once again. I felt my knees give out from under me, forcing the boys to quickly turn to catch me. What? Why you fall ground, girl? Come on, man. Don't be all scared, weak in the knees. What's the matter with you?
Whoa, whoa! Are you alright?
Well, thanks for your concern now, Sam. Why was he here? I don't get it.
He's been closely tracking us. Our blood trail from the forest must have led him here.
And you could have thought of that beforehand. You could have cleaned it up.
Should have stopped him and finished it here.
Well, you didn't.
For once, Matthew, I agree with you.
Oh, you didn't do shit. Stood up and rubbed my arms, feeling the goosebumps Max left behind on me. I couldn't stop myself shivering his weird words. I'm not afraid of that guy. I'm not afraid of that guy. Screw him. Was he a demon?
That son of a bitch is not a demon. He's a devil.
Are you sure? Are you sure he's Satan? I don't know about that. There's a difference.
Yes, demons come from a different plane of existence called the abyssal planes. Devils, however, come from one of the 7 circles of a place humans know. It's hell. Despite us not being human, we are very different creatures.
I don't know. I mean, you suck our energy dry and you rape people. I don't think there is a difference.
We actually have brains, for one. Devils always like to cause trouble and try to kill or torture others for their own enjoyment. Demons, like us, know when to use our powers and when not to. We're not stupid.
Well, whatever you say, Sam.
Devils follow orders from higher-ups in their order, and their power only comes from their connection to hell. Demons all have free wills and don't rely on where they came from to use their powers.
Why do you travel in groups? This is all so confusing. Demons and devils and magic all existed and happened in I somehow happened to land in the middle of it. As always. Well, what do we do now?
You're safe. You've been protected as well.
Yes. What?
What Damien's saying is that the magic that protects this place also protects you.
Well, that's good to know. It is my grandpa that made this place after all.
Your grandfather must have cast it when you last saw him or something of that nature. We can sense its aura around your body.
Well, good. That's the power of love, baby. Couldn't believe my ears. It was the 3rd day of surprises, and this one took the cake. And being the most surprising, I felt my head spin once again. What the hell did I get myself into?
Miss, please don't worry. We'll find a way to train ourselves and become stronger to finally finish this feud.
Well, you better, cause I'm just gonna go to my room and take a nap.
I'm gonna kick his ass right now.
Well, you can't, Sam, but you can go outside and start making rounds.
Until then, we'll protect you as much as we can. If Malix comes back, we'll be here for you.
Well, that's good to know. What about going outside?
Like we said, you have a protection spell on you. Even if Malix attacks you, he won't be able to use his magic on you. He'd be be just like any other human you can fight back against.
Cool. So I can kick his ass anytime I want.
Didn't you say you knew Taekwondo?
Hell yeah, I do. Gonna Taekwondo him all the way back to hell, baby. I felt somewhat relieved that I was mostly safe from Malik. Still, could not help but feel nervous and apprehensive about the future. The boys were safe here to train and become stronger, but what if Malik's did the same? Even more so, I was lost about my grandfather knew something about magic. I had to find out. At least I had time. I went to bed that night feeling nervous. Despite the words of the incubi, I felt like a target to something I'd never been able to prove. Magic? Devils? Demons? How did this all even happen? Should I really meddle with the situation? Nah, I'm gonna sleep on it. They're only staying until after they defeat Malix. That's right. They said they'd only stay until after they defeat Malix. After that, my life can go back to normal. Temporary insanity, as Kay would say. Question was then, would I want them to leave? You can't keep them. Sorry. If my life went back to normal, I'd have to care for the house all on my own. I'd get to focus on my life instead of being distracted by the boys. I'd have to... Life. Where was my life going anyway? I was under pressure from my parents, with only my friends and the boys to comfort me. Without the boys, I'd have no way to hide my responsibilities. Enough, let's just sleep and deal with it tomorrow when it comes. Defeating my sense of thought, I forced myself to sleep, unsure of what tomorrow had planned for me. Hopefully whatever the future had for me, I would be ready for it.
I promise to be with you forever.
Naomi?
You're so important to me.
Yuka? Suzu?
I swear I'll give my life to you.
James?
Please, let me love you.
Damien?
I'll be by your side, always.
Sam?
I can't imagine living without you.
Mateo?
I want to be with you.
Eric?
I love you.
I don't know. What did I miss? Slowly opened my eyes, letting the voice of my dreams echo in my head, and forced me awake. I rubbed my eyes before sitting up and looking at my clock. 7 a.m. Why am I up so early? I fell back to the bed and closed my eyes, trying to get back to sleep. However, something kept me awake. Why? Too early to even be alive. Telling me. I gave up and sat up, staring at the fireplace across from my bed. A sigh escaped from between my lips before I threw my legs over the side of the bed. What to do at 7 a.m. in the morning?